What's up guys, it's Justin here, and today I'm back at you with my final predictions of the budget iPhone 5C. The C itself is said to stand for color, and it is Apple's budget version of the iPhone that is said to be announced alongside the iPhone 5S in just a few weeks. To be honest, a few months ago I probably wouldn't have thought Apple would be actually creating a device like this. However, as the date has gotten closer and just recently there have been so much information about this phone that I'm actually pretty convinced now that Apple will be coming out with the iPhone 5C that will come in at a lower price and may lack a few features and a little bit of power compared to the flagship iPhone 5S. So starting out with the performance, as you know, it is going to come in at a lower price, so you won't expect the same performance that will be on the flagship iPhone 5S. There are rumors going around stating that it will either have the performance of an iPhone 5 and it will actually replace the iPhone 5, or even the performance of the iPhone 4S. That would mean it would either have an Apple A5 or an A6 processing chip. And in my personal opinion, I think that will really come down to the price level that Apple wants to put it at. Whether it's at the $300 price range, unlocked, or even to the $400 to $500 price range. And right now, I kind of think that it will be at the $400 to $500 price range, as if it was so low and it still has most of the major features as the iPhone 5S or the iPhone 5 right now, it would kind of start to steal away from the market and more people will probably be going for the budget model. A lot of the talk lately has also been about the actual form factor and construction, which is probably what separates it the most from the flagship phone. It will be made out of a polycarbonate plastic and it will be coming in many different colors, most of which are quite vibrant, such as a blue, a green, a white, a pink, possibly even red, and probably a black as well. So it will give the buyer a lot of different color options. I think it will actually look pretty cool, but of course durability is an issue that we won't really know until the actual product comes out and we start to take a look at how it will really fare in terms of holding up to daily use. The screen will likely still be the same size as what is seen on the iPhone 5 right now, a 4-inch 1136 by 640 resolution Retina display. That of course is pretty standard across the Apple line. The only device that doesn't have a Retina display right now is the iPad mini, but they are sure to change that. So I'm pretty sure that Apple will be using the same display, but the form factor in general is going to be a lot like, I'd say, a thicker plastic version of an iPod Touch 5th generation. It's probably going to come in a little bit thicker at 8.2 millimeters, so also expect it to be a little bit bulkier than the flagship phone. Of course, a camera is a very important part of a phone. People nowadays really like to take photos on their phone, and originally the rumors are pointing that the iPhone 5C will have a 5 megapixel camera. However, I personally think it will be an 8 megapixel camera with a 2.4 aperture. It will most likely also have a front-facing camera with the same quality as seen on the flagship iPhone, and also 1080p rear camera video recording. Of course, it is going to ship with iOS 7, and I kind of have a feeling that that's going to be what is most similar to the iPhone 5S. It's going to feel in general the same while you're using it. In terms of the software, it's still going to function rather smoothly, of course, with the Apple products. However, where you're going to actually see the biggest difference is stuff like if you're going to be playing games, the iPhone 5S will very likely be much more powerful than the iPhone 5C, and also the actual form factor, which is a very big thing. A lot of people like the Apple products for the premium feel to it, the metal, everything else. However, the iPhone 5C will be a plastic phone. It will still have iOS 7. You'll still be able to perform all your functions, but it just won't have that premium feel of an Apple product. There are also rumors stating that there won't be Siri compatibility on the iPhone 5C. Personally, I don't really use Siri, and a lot of people I know don't use Siri either, but for certain people out there who want to use Siri, I guess you might not be getting it on the iPhone 5C. So just to cap it off, like I mentioned, it will most likely be coming in what I think a $400 to $500 price range unlocked. As you know, the iPhone 5 starts out at $699 right now unlocked, I believe. So at least there's a little bit of a price barrier, but there isn't so much of a price barrier that it would make it a much more reasonable option to jump for the iPhone 5C. So I do think it will be around the $400 to $500 range. However, it could be very possible that Apple matches the performance of the iPhone 4S on the iPhone 5C and makes it a phone that will tightly compete with a phone like the Nexus 4 that starts out at $299 unlocked. It is actually on sale for $199 right now. So I think that Apple will have it at around the $400 to $500 price range and free to $100, somewhere around that range on a 2-year contract if you're on a US carrier. So let me know what you guys think about this. Right now, all the rumors are pointing towards a September 10th announcement date by Apple alongside the flagship iPhone 5S. I'll be picking up both of those and bringing you guys some reviews, comparison, and tests on the first day. So be sure to subscribe for that, and I'll see you all in the next video.